talk real quick about why this event is important for you to be at?
Well, I think it's important to get around people that are trying to make other people's lives better. And everything you do you should be that way. And I think with Special Olympics, and I saw one of the first national Special Olympic meets in its history back in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, back in the 70s, when they would bring in all the celebrities and people from all over the country. It was incredible, and I still remember walking around Mount Pleasant and walking around Central Michigan University and seeing all these different people participate and seeing all these different actors and actresses and singers being there at the line to hug them and put a medal around their neck. And that does something to you. And I think it's a labor of love for people. You've got some people that in this community that could do about whatever they wanted with their money, whatever they wanted with their time, whatever they want with the resources that they have, and yet that they put an enormous amount of time and energy into making other people's lives better and other people's lives better. And an event like this for Special Olympics takes a back seat to none of those events. So to come in here and have an opportunity to spend some time with that and help bring some energy and awareness to it, I'm proud to do that.
You mentioned Cody's gains and strength. We've seen some of the other guys have, physical gains as well. How much can that, or in what way can that have a positive impact this coming year?
Oh, tremendously, because we've got to be a physically tougher team. When we were on the road last year, there were some times last year we weren't tough enough to win the game. And Iowa comes to mind as much as any. Michigan, up there, especially in the first half of the Michigan game, comes to mind. The last 11 minutes of the Michigan State game come to mind. And we weren't a consistently tough physical team. Now, we had moments. I mean, who thinks that you're going to get 54 rebounds when you go up to Purdue, as tough and physical as they are, and have as many rebounds in that game as we had anywhere? And that's the good news. The bad news is we didn't do it every night. And for us to keep making strides as a program, those things have got to happen every night. Our team had to get stronger. And I think again, it's somewhat unspoken right now, because when you're trying to preach competition and your players really don't feel it, it doesn't matter how much you talk about it. I think they feel it. And I think they felt it last year, and then I think you look at the freshmen coming in, and I have no doubt in my mind those guys are going to play. Now, they have to earn it. They have to earn it. We're way past it being easy to play and anything being given to you. But I have no doubt that those guys will earn it. And our guys have got to be concerned about the quality of their play, not the quantity of their minutes. And I think that's a hard message to get across to people, but that's what championship level effort is all about. Are you giving your very best? And that's where the physical nature of the game comes in, because you can't get manhandled in certain situations. You can't be afraid to be in the fray, in the mix, when the ball goes up on the board. And there was no doubt that the number one thing above all else, the mission for our team, for Janae Jackson, for everybody in our program when the spring came, was for this team to get stronger. And we have plenty of examples from the beginning of the year, even into the Kentucky game in the Sweet 16, where for all the accolades and successes that we had, we can go back and look at it where we got pushed around a little bit. And we've got to fix that. And I think by them changing their bodies and their mindset, they're trying to do that.
Time for one more.
Can I ask a non-sports question, sort of?
Sure.
How have you and your family adjusted to just living in Indiana? It's been a few years now. What's
We're veterans now. We're inside of the fifth year, so we're paying the taxes, so we don't. There's no break on that. So we're right a part of the Indiana lore. There's no question. Our family loves it. Our family loves it. They love Bloomington. They love the fact that we're so close to so many different things. And for me as a parent, you want your kids to be happy. You want them to feel challenged in school. You want them to feel challenged athletically. But yet you want them to be a part of your life. And my wife and I, we take great she runs it. I mean, Joni runs everything. There's no question about that. But I'm not a hobby guy. I'm not a guy that spends a lot of time doing other things in the sense of outside of work, and to be able to raise a family in this state, raise a family in that community, it's a great thing. So no complaints. No complaints. The construction in Bloomington, I have a few complaints about, but have to maneuver to get my kids to school. But every community goes through that. So, all right, thank you.